them, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
In a city of spectacle and grandeur, the biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Both teams sitting at 1-2 coming into this one. Somebody's going to get back to 500 here in week 4 as away we go. And he pushes them up to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield. And a back who can show off his wheels.
Lance. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Now it's Lance. Walker hauls it in. He's got a gain of 6 there. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle.
Number 6 brings us 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 21-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Trying the right side. Down to the 10. And he's finally brought down at the 9. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown! So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. First and 10 now from the 30. Running this one left. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second and 6 coming up here. Finds a man right side. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Lone man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First and 10 from the 41. Throwing now off play action. He lofts one deep, center of the field. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here's a quick pass. Cut outright. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Dropping back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
There's a give up the middle. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing now from the gun. Throw left side, complete. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Okay, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They're moving it well, but now face a 3rd and short. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. They're going play action. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Has it at the 7. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. But they couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here's Palmer. And in the end, he's able to get into what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that's good for a gain of 5. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
They give it to him again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Another carry for him. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Back to the well again. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Chiefs in a nickel set for this 3rd down call. Here's Lance now. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Raiders 1st. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets him around 6 there. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Raiders could break this tie for a halftime lead. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw, it's Lance. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Looking to throw, Lance. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take the lead just before halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Here comes the final play of our first half. He's back to throw. He put everything he had into this one. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half.
Michael Gibson set to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Starting at the 10. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And he's going to score! Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs tie things up at 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Throwing his lands. Looking right, and he finds him. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Simple dive up the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's good for Raiders first.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Handoff now out of the gun. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. On to try the field goal now, Chase McLaughlin. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Hauled in left side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. That one's complete, right side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. He was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Here's the handoff. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Pass play coming here. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
This, our last play of the quarter. Finds Smith and Jigba. And he's going to end up out of bounds, which will end our third quarter. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 4th quarter lead. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs take a 4-point lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return starts at the 9. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now they send their back in motion right. Lance. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. Somewhat surprising interception there, Brock. You don't see nearly as many of those on shorter, safer throws like that.
Yeah, that's exactly what that was. Coordinators and coaches offensively look for layups, Kate. You like basketball, right? They look for layups, easy, gimmies. And in the short field, that usually is the case, but not against a defense like this, and not a defense that has the awareness of what they're trying to do.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. They connect on the deep shot. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chiefs drive their lead to 11.
17. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here's Palmer. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Second down now, 7 to go. The give now out of the shotgun. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Now it's Lance. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Nick Cross has it. And the Chiefs will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Dump off caught by his back. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. He's dropping back to throw. Delivered to the sideline. Smith-Njigba brings it in. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. It's a gain of 22. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. Throwing out to the left, Cup. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They go play action here. Complete out to the right. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff up the gut. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Chiefs nearing their 2nd win in the campaign. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Handoff to the back. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. And gotta keep moving quick here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Trying to push this past the marker. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built himself up a little buffer here, Kate, but it's never over until it's over.
And he'll only get out to about the 7 before going down. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. They'll run it from the gun. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Now to throw. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs have likely locked up the win right there. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Raiders 17. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here's Palmer. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for Brock Ewart, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Chiefs as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas. night, sleep